everyone, I'm Lynn, and today I'm going to talk about the Korovina Mystery. So before I get started, please go and hit the like button. Helps me out so much. So here's the question. In the summer of 1993, 6 hikers died in the Siberian mountains suffering from violent unexplained symptoms. One young girl lived to tell the tale. Is it possible to do a psychic reading on what happened to the group of very fit hikers who suddenly died on the mountain from a mysterious bleeding and foaming from the mouth? So if you go to the posting itself, I have a link that goes and it shares a little more about the story, timeline of events, what really happened. But in summary, that's what happened. They died mysteriously and nobody has really been able to pinpoint why. So I want to have a look at this. And as I focused on it, I do get something feels very ominous happen on that mountain. My intuition says it was poisoning, but I'm trying to determine from what and how did all this happen? And I get that it was rat poison. And then my mind, it shifted to arsenic. I started thinking about arsenic and what it looked like. And I feel like something was tainted with arsenic. Something in that environment exposed these people to it, and the physical reactions were horrific. 6 were tragically and lethally poisoned, but 1 was able to barely make their way out. I get that somewhere in these mountains, there is some kind of a dump of toxic material. And for any of you out there that know anything about the area, who is dumping stuff out there? Do you know anything about this? Please drop a line below, because I couldn't quite figure out who it was, but that's what I got. And the material that's being dumped there has leached into the water supply via the freezing and the thawing of the climate, like the hot, cold, the contracting and expansion. All of that created a situation where the water was tainted where these people were. These hikers, they didn't boil or filter their water enough, which seemed odd because they felt experienced, but nonetheless, maybe the environment, they didn't feel like they had to do that. And as a result, they consumed some toxic material. Within hours of it entering the blood system, they began to react with horrible abdominal pains, is what came through to me. And I get it was followed by diarrhea and then blood in the stool. So they knew that something wasn't right. They weren't feeling well, but it really was a very quick onset of symptoms. Then I got from there that they started to hallucinate. Within 24 hours, they were nearly perished. So that is how quick this overcame them. And the elements finally took them into the spirit plane because of just the environment that they were subjected to. And they didn't have the strength or the ability or even just mental awareness to be able to get out of that situation. Horribly tragic event that these people went through. And I can't even imagine what this lone survivor has gone through. I mean, carrying this all these years, knowing what happened to your fellow hikers out there, and then you came out of it. So very ominous, very curious situation. If any of you have ever studied it, know anything more about it, again, drop a line. I learned so much from each of you, and we learn from each other. So I will leave you with that. Again, I am Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.